Welcome back, you beautiful people, to more esports talk. Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you guys are all doing well, having a great day so far. A great discussion, as we actually found out, I'm going to talk about probably in a future video, that being Valorant Pro salaries, which we did find out about a week ago, was not near as high for most players in the Valorant scene so far, averaging $3,000 to $5,000 per month per player, or $36,000 to $60,000 per year, with some top-end players making much more than that, based off reports out there. It's actually now Sinatra, former Overwatch League member, and now, of course, joining Valorant. One of the biggest signings we have seen so far for that rising esport out there. He has actually spoken out with Forbes about how he's already making as much in Valorant as he was in the Overwatch League, thus sparking a great discussion, something we've actually talked about a lot here on the channel, that being the restrictions because of franchise leagues on these players and the sponsors and endorsements they lose out on as of being a part of a franchise league. As Sinatra went on to state, I'll say the salary is lower in Valorant, but it evens out with the amazing sponsors I get that I could not get in the Overwatch League due to restrictions. And we have talked about this before. Particularly, we've actually talked about it with Call of Duty League, where both Censor and Scump have both come out and spoken about they've lost a lot of money when it comes time for endorsements and advertisements and sponsor deals they could not take because of the restrictions and the conflict of interest with the Call of Duty League. They could not take those deals. Censor himself saying he lost out on at least $100,000 for partaking in the Call of Duty League. You can only imagine how much a guy like Scump has. So with all this being said, with us knowing that most Valorant salaries are fairly, what you would expect, not too high, but for a few handful of players out there, drastically higher, because when you have people like Sinatra, who, by the way, back in Overwatch League 2019, the average salary broke $110,000. Sinatra was probably way above that, a former OWL League MVP himself. And so to imagine what he was making in Overwatch, and now he says he is making just as much already in Valorant because of the sponsors he does get, you got to imagine there are plenty of other Valorant Pro players out there also making more than OWL and Call of Duty pros because they can bring in these juicy, hefty sponsors. Now, of course, I can't speak for everyone. You guys are well aware when it comes time for the tippity top Overwatch League, those guys, formerly like Sinatra, are probably still making good money. When it comes time for the top of Call of Duty League, those guys are also making insane money. But a guy like Sinatra has already swapped over and is making just as much, if not more, this early on in the scene. That's pretty crazy, and that's pretty cool. It does spark the giant question I have for you guys, how does it feel to be a part of a franchise league if you're a pro player and all of a sudden you see these other pros from other esports scenes who have not franchised, and they can take any and every sponsor that comes to them? Obviously, franchise leagues do have their benefits when it comes time for all the benefits they do offer their players, plus minimum salaries. And yes, there's always going to be two sides to the argument. It's just crazy to see some Valorant pro players out there like Sinatra are already doing well, if not better than before, because of the freedom. What do you guys think about that? Tons of pro players out there now citing some big losses on sponsorship deals because of their esport going the franchise league model. Maybe we'll talk about more of this in the future if you guys want to, huh? Until next time, drink that Wawa, drink that Kaka. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon. Okay, bye.